What's good, Bama Fitness family? Today's Get to Know Me episode is with the one and only Master Wong. We did have some complications on it, so his part of the video is kind of blurry, but you still can hear everything that he's saying. It's a great one, so you don't want to miss out on this episode. Again, if you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button right now and make sure to set your notifications and to make sure you like this video. So let's hop into the video.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Brandon with Bama Fitness, and today we have the one and only Master Wong. How are you doing, Master Wong?
Oh, I'm okay, man. How's everything over there? I'm good. You know, over here is a little bit of messy and bit in pieces, but everything is like, everything is good. Everything getting there.
Good, good. Over here, it's crazy. A lot of crap is happening, the presidential and everything. But yeah, all we can do is just look forward, be positive, and just keep on doing what we're doing at the moment. So if you guys don't know Master Wong has over like 2.5 million subscribers on his YouTube page. If you put up martial arts or whatever inside your search engine, he's the first person that comes up. He has an incredible energy of what he does, and he keeps everything real. He keeps it how it is, and a lot of martial artists are like that, Master Wong, how did you come on to the YouTube game, just doing your martial arts, and you just exploded? What made you want to do that?
Okay, then Joe, let me run back a little bit. So I tell you a little bit of history about myself, and then okay? And then the viewer knows. So I'm half Vietnamese, half Chinese. I come from Vietnam, okay? So when I'm in Vietnam from 6-year-old to 11, that time, I live in Vietnam, I get bullied a lot, okay? And my father is called the Boat people. It's in Vietnam, they call the Civil War between China and Vietnam. So all the people have breed, like half Vietnamese, half Chinese, they have to go, they have to leave Vietnam. The father have to take all the boy out because they don't want any boy, only girl allowed to stay, no boy. So I supposed to be go with my father, go on a boat, okay, and left Vietnam. And we don't know where we go afterward. But my father didn't take me. They take my older brother because we haven't got enough money. So he take my older brother and he left Vietnam and left me there. When we in Vietnam with my younger brother, because we have Chinese, have Vietnamese, everybody come along and bully you and assault you, all sort of stuff. So through that period of time, I get a bully a lot. Then afterward, my father, luckily, he got on a boat and then he go to Hong Kong. And after that, he got refugee in UK. So when he get into UK, he applied for the paperwork so we can able to fly over here. Okay, so I left Vietnam, 11-year-old. I came to UK. I started a new life in UK. I think everything is great in UK. Everything is good. I don't know any martial art then. In that time, in Vietnam, on that time, I get a lot of help by mentoring by my the master. Not martial, but teach me about thinking, about understanding about life. When I live in Vietnam. So when I came to UK, I'm thinking like everything is good because I don't know any martial art then. You see, I start school. So first day I go to school, I get in a fight for unknown reason, and I got kicked out from school. Okay, and after when I kick out from school, they expel me from school. So I got a special teacher to helping me to teach me English because my English is no good. Then her helped me to come back to school again. I just learned from her. I'm not allowed to go to school. Then afterward, I get beat up a lot in school. Okay, I getting bullied a lot. Carry on from 11, 12 onward. And then I start to learn a little bit of martial art. Suddenly learn a little bit of martial art, I fight back. So I hit when I get bullied and I smack somebody so hard in the playground on the face, fall down the floor, his face smacked the floor, bleeding everywhere and all sort of stuff like that. Then I get back in the school, got kicked out.
Oh man.
Okay, I got kicked out from school then, like expelled from school. Yeah. And then when I got expelled from school, I wrote in the book about my life, very small book about my life, so people know what it's all about. And after that, people just accept me a little bit, but I'm not allowed to go in the classroom. Okay, so accept me a little bit. But when from 11 to 13, 14-year-old, I continue to go through the path, getting bullied, getting all sort of problems. So when I get to 14-year-old, I in the classroom, go to the science class and waiting outside, and they keep bullying me over and over again on that. And then they start to pull me out of the waiting place. And soon he pull me out, push me in a place, I'm getting fed up. I pull a jump out and smack him right in the face, bleeding everywhere. And then I got expelled, finished. So I left school when I'm 14. I got kicked out from school when I'm 14. No education, no nothing. Then I started learning martial art, okay, to able to defend myself, because all my life it's been in that kind of problem, in get involved with all sort of problem with people that just bullying you. Then I started learning martial art then to able to defend myself. But I got no education, so I learned to learn to cook, like become the chef, so I can able to earn some money. You understand what I mean? And then while I'm doing that, I started learning martial arts, and I opened my business. When I opened my business, I started teaching the student that got bullied like problem like me behind my my restaurant. Like people come to me, yeah. And after when I do the cooking side, eating and everything else, I don't like to do cooking because it's like I don't serve many people, so I really want to help people. Then I started to go online. That time YouTube just started. Just started. So I upload also the different lesson online to hopefully helping people to learning something, because that time I quite have a very bad temper, because as you know, when you go through all this bullying and stuff like that, it's very bad temper. Anybody stare at me, I beat them up. I involve in all sorts of things like gangs, and man, it's a mess. It's really the big mess. So afterward, when I get online, do some bit and pieces online, and I start to meet now a few of my master here teach me Tai Chi side to calm me down. Okay. And that's how my journey start on YouTube, and that's how I forming our system, and that's how I'm teaching people.
Awesome.
That's a long one, but everything is on our book. I write a book about it, so it's for people to read it better. It's on Amazon, so it's easy to read, to understand it more, the history.
What's the name of your book?
Put into the Amazon to Master Wong Little Dragons, that come up.
Okay.
That will come up. The Little Dragon. Yeah.
Awesome. Definitely. And I know you just mentioned that you got taught Tai Chi. Is there another style that you do or that you learned?
So I tell you how many different martial I learned. So when I'm very young, I learned in close quarter, mainly close quarter, like Wing Chun close quarter, Jeet Kune Do, them kind of stuff, like close quarter, self-defense, weapon, non-weapon. Okay, because I'm dealing with all the gangs, I'm dealing with a lot of people that in the real life. Yeah, they don't fight, don't punch and kick you. They carry weapon. Same way that in Vietnam, when I'm very young, they carry weapon. They don't come in and say, oh, not like in the school time. In the school, when I'm in school in UK, they fight like, come on in and fight. It's nothing like that. Okay, nothing like that. They come to you. They're gonna have something on you, and they're gonna put you through your head. And as simple as that. Okay, they attack you when you're unexpected. They don't. You don't know who are attacking you, because I don't know. You don't know who are they, because one of you, many of them. Okay, so that's why when I teach my philosophy of teaching called know yourself, know your enemy, know your ability, and know your surrounding. You have a better chance to survive. So basically, you need to know yourself. Know yourself meaning who are you? Okay, what sort of person are you? Know yourself, so you can understand about yourself more. Know your enemy is like, who is your enemy? Every out there is my enemy, because I don't know them. Okay, so they are assuming to be my enemy. So and know your ability is what can you do with them. Okay, when you're in the situation, if you're outside there, do you carry stuff to helping yourself to advancing the chance of survival? Because when you're outside, nobody gonna go and fight fair. They've got a weapon, they got stuff. So you need to carry stuff, you need to have stuff on you. You need to be aware of that. So know your surrounding, know your ability. Okay, you need to understand, can you do some damage? Because somebody's going to hurt you. Are you going to crunch up, or you're going to fight close? You've got to be able to survive and get home alive. Because if you're not going to get home alive, nobody's going to get you home. So this philosophy, when I'm teaching, or I bet that on that, is when I'm into this kind of the gangs and all this kind of stuff. In that, to learning this, to understand that. So I learned itself afterward. I learning Tai Chi. Tai Chi, when I meet the master, teach me Tai Chi, because I go through this problem. It's very bad. Every day is like fighting, doing silly things. It's very bad. Bad temper. It's really bad. It's like, it's bad. So he teach me Tai Chi to calm me, but using Tai Chi to able to understanding what's really going on. So yin and yang, the method of understanding of yin and yang, mind, body, and spirit. So I study a lot of that to understand that. But being the martial art, the movement, the physical thing into the Tai Chi to make Tai Chi become hard and then soft. Do you understand that? So you're using a mindset of warrior, like fighting and understanding the enemy. But you're using the Tai Chi method to soft it out, to calm to understand the situation, to aware of really what's going on. Because everything we learning in the martial art, it have to be applied into everyday life. Okay, so this is where we apply them in. But my master always told me about anything happen to your life, it always come down to time, place, and the method of attack. Okay, time, place, and the method of attack. So everything like this is all go down to this thing. So this doesn't matter who are you or what problem you get into, you always come down to time. Okay, like you begin at time, place, where you going, and the method they're attacking you. Okay, so they're coming with this three. So when I'm doing that, I combine this called a KT3. Okay, KT3. They call it Kung Fu tactic. Kung Fu tactic, using the tactic of them to be able to teach you to understand that, because you're not always every day in the combat, but because you're in a surrounding where we are at the moment safe, because you're at your home, around you, everything got wall, everything behind you. So no can go behind me attacking me. So I know what in front of me. So I'm understanding how I'm here safe. But when I left my safety here, I going out, it's no more safety. Okay, everything is everything. Okay, everybody is your enemy because you don't know who are they. Okay, and we don't let them too close to you because you don't let your enemy too close to you. Okay, you don't know what you can do. So all of this, they teach you to understanding. You not do fighting as your training, but you do mind training daily to enhance this, to make sure you can have the better chance to survive. Because if you are travel from one place to another, you're not going to be everyday fighting. You understand, you look at the person. Like my master always told me, when you're in a combat, always understanding when you unite the person, when you see them, size, weight, height, clothes they wear, what sort of thing they're looking at. Understand each thing when we're walking and see somebody. Because when something happens, it's too late. Why too late? Because you're figuring a fight, you know the clothes they wear. The clothes they wear is very important. If they wear the steel shoe, okay, it's very problem. If you wear the glove on the hand, if they wear leather clothes, or is it baggy, non-baggy? What sort of clothes they wear? Is it tight chin? All this is taken consider when you're outside there, okay? Not even fighting. So when we do the training, as I was teaching the student, we train the student in a safety environment. When I say safety environment, is nobody there, only me and you. I show you this, you do this, you do this, you do this, but me and you. But it's not just one person on one. It's a 4D. What I'm doing with you, I need to see what's going on here. I'm doing here, might something come up here, might something happen here, might behind here, I don't know. But because nowadays, when people learning in the martial arts side, they're learning only 2 dimensions, one and two. So I don't know what's going on. And also one thing you need to understand when I'm teaching people here, when we come to our place, it's like optical. Optical is everywhere. That means when you go outside, you got something, the payment, you got some weapon, you got some all sort of things. So might hit and you fall over. That might push you, you hit something and then you get hurt. Okay, all sort of different things that you need to aware, understand. Okay, that's why you have the 5 senses: your eye, your nose, your mouth, your ear, everything you need to feel and know what's going on. And this is why before you're inside of any kind of combat, you need to see the person, how much fear this person projects to you by talking, by the way they stand, the way they look. All this have to be identified before happen. But when it happens, it's too late because you think they hit you. No, coming in and they're coming in, attack. So when I'm teaching, the master always teach me on this combat side, it's called, it's very basic: surprise, speed, and violent of action. Okay? Surprise, speed, and violent action. This is very important. Just surprise you. Bam! Speed, so fast closing up. Violent. You don't know what to do. Okay, you can block this or hit it. You block. It's so many things happen. It's so overwhelming chaos. You got a problem. So then you have to learning a martial art system that able to defending and understanding this kind of chaos. So this is what I learned inside this when I involve in gangs, involved with this kind of thing. This is what I learning fools out to adapt to that. And my master teach me in the Tai Chi side. Before I learning Tai Chi, you know what he say to me?
Well,
he say the basic thing, if you want to learn anything, the purity of your intent, the focus of your will, the level of your awareness, and the quality of your character. If you have 4 of these elements on you, you can do anything. And it go back to the last thing, the quality of your character. If your character is and that will be the mess. Okay? The purity of your intent. What is it you really want? And you want to learn this kind of thing? You concentrate everything on that. The
Yeah.
focus of your will. Are you focused on everything on there and keep an eye and doing what you need to do to learn it? And the level of your awareness. You need to weigh everything he do, what he say, how he say it, because that's affect you in the real combat. Okay? And it go back to the last one, the quality of your character. If your character stink, you go out, no matter how good you are, you get killed because you think you know everything. You think you're too good, and you're thinking you open your mouth in the wrong time, wrong place. People will put you in a hole. So this is what we learn. We learn in a mind, body, and spirit. The yin and yang combines the mean to able to make things. Now, let's talk one little bit when I go online. Online is a completely different environment. Because online, as you see me on there, it's just doing the movement and have a laugh, have a fun. Because it's very difficult online to teach somebody that I don't know who are you. Who are you? What is it you want to learn? Okay? To learning, as you do martial arts, you know, to learning any kind of movement, what good for me, it doesn't mean it's good for you. It's all go back to the size of your body, okay? The weight of your body, the way you understand it, to able to use it, to make sure this movement effective. I can teach you the punch, it worked well for one person, but doesn't mean it's work well for other person, because you're not in condition, your height, you don't understand how to defend afterward, you don't know when to hit them, how to hit them, so you know when you use the movement or when you not use the movement, okay? All this is taken consider when you start training, okay? Because online, we can't have that. I don't see the person. I don't know who's online, who's doing what. So my job online is have fun, okay? And doing what I need to do. A lot of people don't understand it, okay? People don't understand it. They're thinking this thing is fake or this thing don't work. A lot of things they need to realize. I do anything on the movement at heart or whatever I do in real, you behind the screen won't feel the movement. You won't understand it. You're just thinking this is the entertaining movement. You don't understand it there because you don't train on the movement. To make sure the movement and technique to do it well online, it's got to be safety of our student or safety of the person that you're doing with. Anybody can boom on the eyeball like this. You hurt them. Oh, this work. Of course my work, but somebody got hurt. I can stupid. Boom, smack them. Because everything is I'm talking. It's not like surprise. Somebody come in and attack them right away. So I don't need to tell you what to do. You see? So all these people do the stuff they don't realize. Real life is real life. Real life, if they're gonna after you, I'm not gonna come in and tell you. I come in and I smack your face in without you know that I'm there. Yeah? This is real life. Okay? Real life, this is you learning. You're learning by showing the technique and the movement to let you engage, understand. The job of us go online to teaching is about entertaining and teaching. Okay? If you're not entertain you, okay, you're not going to want to learn from me. Don't matter what is it, because you don't feel it. If I hit on the movement on the person, you won't feel it because you're not in front of my face. Okay? Because when you're in front of my face, then you feel it, you understand it. But for you to learn it, you need to understand why you learn this kind of thing. Why? Because you learn for different reasons to this person learn it for. He might learn it to defend himself, life and death. So his training mindset is very different to this person learning it. This person just want to go around. Okay? So if you're going to go around, it's completely different mindset. So how can you combine them two mindsets together? You can't. So you have to teach them what they need for him and what he needs for them. That person, okay? And this is the problem that people don't get understanding, and they're thinking like, oh, I know how to do this. It's a very different kind of environment that we're in. Do you understand what I mean? That's a bit long there, but
I also wanted to ask you about meditation. How often do you meditate, and what are the effects of it?
It's go back to the word before that about understand about surrounding. It's all go back to the teacher, the person teach you. What is their background? Okay, what is their background? Because before they can teach you, because it's learning about anything is full experience. Experience of my experience is very different to your experience. Okay, I can give you the idea, but you need to go through the experience. So like the one you just mentioned about when you're training in your kata, you see things, you visualize what's going on while you're doing it. So because of this, but the problem is you didn't maintain them if you not use them every day by using it as a surrounding of a using daily. Because if you don't use them daily, all you're thinking is at martial art. Martial art is the way of life.
Yeah.
Okay, it's the way of life because that's what you do. The warrior, every time they're doing anything, even they made a cup of tea, they are meditating. Okay, they are calmness, they are listening, they're using all the senses. Nowadays, all the people learning or do anything, they're can eat too many. They're all blocked, so they're not going to meditate. All they know is one thing. What is this one thing? Even kids that are close to their eyeball, they can't see it because they're not blind. You understand that?
Yep.
Meditation. Let's go back to that one. Into the meditation side. A problem with nowadays, people cannot meditate is because we you need to understand it. We in the environment is not used to be. When people talk about meditate, what kind of people meditate on? The yogi, the monk, okay, and the people doing Buddhism, they meditate. Why this kind of people can meditate, and most of our people like us try to meditate, can't meditate, pretending to meditate. Okay, why can't I do it? Can't. Why? Yeah. Because a lot of things you're consuming every day. Your body is not clean.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Yes. Your system is not clean, meaning that you're eating food. You've been taking too many drugs. Drink too many coffee. Okay, and drinking the water from the tap, not the proper water. The water in the tap have so many chemicals inside that block our pathway. Okay, so you cannot meditate. Do you understand that? It's very difficult because we got so much problem inside us. We cannot be still. They call it stillness. Why they call stillness? It's because you need to be clean. When your body clean, you're still. When you're still and have nothing, no thought, no thinking, then thought will come. This is why the master or the person like the warrior make cup of tea. Why so disciplined? When you see the female people talking about making something or the master way to work, so disciplined. Why? Because everything he do is meditate. We meditate meaning calming his mind. Meditate doesn't mean that you meditate something and suddenly you become, no. Meditate is about stillness. Stillness in you, okay? Stillness in your mind, in your body, in your soul. Everything is chaos everywhere. Think about this. When you're in a combat, the chaos everywhere. If you're not still, how the hell you can understand what you not understand because you cannot try to do something if you're in a chaos mind. You understand that? True. You have to be calm. And this is what is it? Calm is what is it? Okay? So in the meditation side, why all the monks like talking about and the yogi? Because they're calm, they eat things, haven't got animal fearness. Because when you eat food, have animal food on with animal sort of like been killed, they kill differently. Okay, they kill it differently. So the way they've been killed, or the animal killed, or the animal been eating a lot of junk stuff in the animal before you eat them, they're killing them, just shocking them, made the animal very fighting, and all the fear go to the food. Now you eat them and they go into your body. They create a lot of fear and a lot of stuff in your body, okay, around your body. Yeah, because of that, when you try to meditate, you can't because everything is spirit. Okay, even the bloody plant have spirit. So all the animal they have spirit. So now it's on you. Okay, now sound a bit weird, woo-woo now because it's like spirit, but that's what it is. People don't try to discard that because they fucking don't understand. Yeah. But when you have spirit on you, you cannot be stillness. How can you be still if you go bad spirit around you? Tell me, you can't. In a person day-to-day life, if you're doing bad stuff, you cannot be still because you don't know who's going after you. You got problem. You cannot be still. Do you understand that? Why all this warrior, when they're in the ancient time, they go out and doing all the killing and come back, they still be still because they get rid of the evil. Okay, it's a very different, but the evil one always cannot be still. Why? Because evil people cannot be still because all the shit you go on them. Okay, so before you go to doing meditation, you need to be clean. That means your system needs to be clean. Okay, eat properly. Okay, drink water, make sure to clean, and then you do the meditation. When you do the meditation, the most important thing is quiet. Quiet. It doesn't matter out there, but quiet on yourself, stillness. And when you understand that, you practice on the breathing. It's all to do with your breathing. Okay, standing, low breathing. It's not like nowadays we get so much problem with doing from the chest, shadow breathe. Because that's the fear. Okay. Now, when you're understanding that in the tantric breathing, you deep breathing. Yeah. When you deep breathing in and out, as you're doing them, everything is calm, calm everything down. Now you're in the quiet. Now when you're in the quiet, your mind tune in emptiness. When the emptiness arrives, your body start to receive things. But the most important thing, your back have to be straight, so in line. So that's why your head is a antenna. So reaching out in our universe, okay? And that receiving information. So everything you've been learning is now, it can be manifest by in your mind, because everything is not about physical. Something happened, you have to respond. You cannot do it by something come at you. You have to feel it and see it before it happened. How to do that? For you to do that, you need to make sure your mind able to do that for you, not your body, because your body is slower than your mind. You understand? So that's what meditation do. Meditation help you to tie everything together. It's just like yin and yang, balance it, okay, together. Is that make sense?
That makes definitely sense. Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. Yes, definitely.
Okay, it's freaking long. It's so long. You know? I want to say this so people understand. Yeah, I'm not like I'm angry or shouting. It's because I'm have passion. That's why you see all my videos the same. When people have passion, they talk like this. When people got no passion at all, you know, but they got no passion for shit. So their body's dying. Their body, they're dying. Their body's dying. You need to have to raise the energy to make sure that you have that energy, because your body is energy. It's whole thing around you is energy. You need to enhance the energy to make things happen. Okay, because your whole body is the energy frequency of your energy. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely, because when I teach, a lot of people like the way I teach because I teach with excitement, and that's what you do as well. And you know, you teach with excitement. The other students and everyone else gets excited, and that's what flocks them to you, and that's what you want. You don't want, like you said, you don't want to be one of those
contagious.
Yeah, that's what you want. You don't want to be one of those boring instructors, or they're like, all right, this guy's like we're not going to learn anything from him, like whatever. But you have to have that personality. You have to, you know, be excited about what you're doing. And I know you said that like you're teaching. Do you have your own school?
Yes.
Do you teach anywhere else, such as like the police or anything? Because I know you have a lot of good self-defense moves and whatnot. Does the police like come to you and like, hey, we want you to instruct for us, do classes and whatnot?
Okay, so let me tell you one thing first so people understand. Otherwise, it's difficult for people to understand. When people come to see me, everybody comes see me is like a doctor. They have different problem, different need. You need to diagnose what they want. So give you an example. If you come to me and you are a police officer, I ask you two questions. Are you armed or unarmed? Okay? Are you armed or unarmed? That means are you live in a world that using gun daily? Or are you live in a world that not using gun daily, mainly your hand and some backup weapon? Okay? Because it's the big difference. If you come to me and said, I'm using arm, I'm not going to teach you something that is not necessary because it's stupid. Because that your bread and butter is here. Your bread and butter is not here. Why? Because if your arm, like I'm teaching the army, people in the army, then use this finger and the fist. That means the finger is used for trigger shooting. So if you're punching someone in the fist, they're breaking the hand. What the fuck do you think you're gonna do when you're in the army? Why they can able to operate with the hand? Are you fucking stupid?
Yeah, I mean,
so everything it have to be understand.
Yeah,
you understand that? If you come to me and you say to me, I'm the special police. I don't using weapon like gun, but I'm using different kind of weapon for backup. Then I use a lot of hand for manipulate, control, defending. So you can use your hand to do things because that's what you're doing. But then again, if you come into me, you said, I'm the doctor. And I will ask you, what sort of doctor are you? If you say you're a doctor as a surgery, like surgery, brain surgery, surgery, cutting stuff, I'm not going to teach you something violent. I will teach you calm, meditation, Tai Chi, because your work require this. If you start to come in angry and somebody come along in your operation, the theater, and then you're getting angry with somebody, and the next thing you're cutting a wrong vein. What happened to this person here? Your responsibility. So everybody come to see me is very different. If the girl come to see me, a woman come to see me, I will ask them for many things. Okay, what sort of work you do, and are you live in a very violent family? Okay, because if you live in a violent family, you're learning things very differently. Not there to kill, but there to more like control. Because you made a mistake, it's easy to kill somebody in your own family. If you live and work in a very hostile stuff, then I'll teach you to have a lot of different things to carry with you. I'm training the basic stuff because you don't learn things complicated because you can't not use it. Yeah? So you're using things very basic because when the shit hit the fan, you only need 3 or 4 movements for the go-to technique because you can't remember them when the chaos. Yeah. So everybody come in, you learn different things. Yeah. So it's very, very different on individual person come to train with me.
Awesome.
Does that answer the question?
It does. Yeah, it definitely does make sense. And like I said before, like a lot of people
because I'm not like the one, I'm not like somebody out there and coming in, I teach you this. What this gonna do to you? Nothing. So if you, it's like give you something, but it's no use for like in a Christmas, you just imagine like this. Or we go back to little kid we are. Okay, just think like that. We're a little kid. In the Christmas time, I want something specific. Okay? And you come along, you give me something that I never wanted. What I want to do with this? I'm gonna dump the motherfucking thing that just think like that. And you will be fine. A lot of people nowadays, it's the same thing in society we're in. We just give you that you don't need. Yeah? And then you mess you up. Because if you give you what you need, you're using it. Even though something is basic, you use them all the time. That's why when I'm teaching people, they have to apply them to day-to-day life. Because you use them, you need it. If you don't use it, you dump it. Okay? And that is what is it.
For sure. And of course, like you said, that's on the needs of the person and what the person needs. Not what you're just going to teach. Oh, I'm just going to teach you whatever and you take whatever. That person may not need that. That person may need something totally different.
That's right.
You know, so understand.
That's right.
In your life, what would you say have been some of your biggest accomplishments?
I think a lot of things. I write a lot of book, doing a lot of. I got my own charity called the charity called Anti-Bullying for Anti-Bullying because that's what we do. The Foundation for Anti-Bullying. So I have our own charity for that. In UK, we just formed it this year, so we're gonna roll out and helping a lot of people who've been bullied. A lot of people suffer with a lot of anxiety problem, like how I've been through my life. Okay, so I have that set up. So that's a big achievement that we just do them. It's very difficult to get one done, but we got them done. Called the Master Wong Charitable Foundation. Okay, and then we have a write book. I do a lot of training program. And I also doing many different things, like helping many different organizations do different things to able to make the youngster or the other people become the better version of themselves. Okay. Now, when I say better version of themselves, everybody coming in to the life, they're already good, but they always can be better. Okay. So that's what we do. We try to do a lot of that. Just like, you know, a lot of time I don't want to black about certain things, but think we do basic stuff because a lot of time my master always say to me, you know, don't listen to what people say, always take it by action. Okay, so it doesn't matter what this person say, it's an action. It's always good because action is that's what you do in life, you know.
Yes, I totally agree with that. And a lot of people take action, and people that do take action, those are people that get results. So
that's right. That's right.
In your life, who inspires you?
Bruce Lee inspired me.
Bruce Lee? Yeah.
Because when I'm come to UK, I get bullied, yeah? And the first film I watch is Enter the Dragon, okay? And the Big Boss. That's how the little Chinese person can able to don't give a fuck and overcome what he overcome, okay? So that's inspired me a lot as a philosophy, the way he teaching. Not too much about the martial art, but the philosophy, the way he's thinking. Way they're thinking, because that will helping you in your life, okay? Because martial art changing a lot. Because used to be we only hand on hand. Now it's everything is weapon deployed. So time is changing. The martial art have to be changing, but the mindset have to be adapted to it. Okay, so that's what it is. That's what changed helped me a lot. It's the philosophy. It's the mindset that he set it up to make you think different. Okay, not about like you do this. No, because everything is changed. So you got to adapt to the changing. So I'm using a lot of that kind of mindset in our system. We're using called the art of war, Sun Tzu, the art of war. Okay, apply a lot of that in our method of training. That's why they call Kung Fu tactic. Okay, using a tactic of that mindset to able to apply them in. Because I'm teaching a lot of CEO and a lot of business people, and I don't teach them fighting, but I teach them a tactic of how to able to do things. in day-to-day life, you know. So it's based on a tactic of understanding.
Good stuff. Now, what motivates you?
Every day, get up and see the kid growing up, and you know, I got little boy and girl, so they're growing up. You want to see them growing up and be the best version of themselves, try to be happy, do whatever they want. So I get up, do whatever you do. But the most important thing is yourself. You get up, you do what you need to do. You live in this world. It's not very long, so make sure you do something you love, because you don't want to go and then you think to yourself, I didn't do this, I do that. So go and do whatever you love, what to do in your life, and make a difference, because that's what it is. That's what we're here for. Make a difference, make some noise, so people remember when you're not here no more. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Now, what would you say your favorite type of music is?
I'm Michael Jackson.
You like Michael Jackson? Awesome. Yeah, Michael Jackson.
Yeah, because
classic. Classic.
Yeah, if you understand what he's singing or what he's saying, it's a lot of meaning behind what he's trying to tell you. Okay, and that's what is it, because people never judge people on the cover. Always listen to understand. You need to think about it, understand it. You know, what is it you are trying to consuming? Because nowadays we take a lot of word from someone else's. You need to understand what they're talking about, okay? And then you learn it and have some experience about it, and then start to question it. Because nowadays people don't do that. They just listen, oh, that's good, and then just go like every day. It's a lot of you don't want to do that, okay? You want to question everything, so you can understand it yourself, okay? If you understand it, then become a lot more easier for you in your day-to-day life. If you don't, you're because everything you do is affects. It's like domino. It affects everything. If you learn martial art, it's affecting your life. Why? Because the way they're teaching you, the brainwash you. Because of the way brainwash you, affecting your relationship with your family, with your woman. Okay, because the way they're being teach you, and then from that, it's affecting you with your day-to-day life, with all the people around you, because they implement something on you. They put something on you that you think that's true, but it's not. So you have to learn them, understand them, and then you make your own decision and go with your heart. That's why the quality of your character is have to be understand. That's why when I'm teaching people, I always looking for this, the quality of your character. If your quality of your character is good, you're always good. Don't matter what is it, you're understanding it. You listen, you see, and then you take it in, and then you question. Okay? And if you don't have the good quality of your character, it's a mess.
What do you do for self-growth?
Every day, have to learn by listen to the people that inspire you. What sort of people inspire you is very different to people inspire you, very different to people inspire me. Okay? So you need to have a good judgment, and that go back to the meditation. Meditation is called stillness. When you're still, you know what your body need, your mind need, so you know what inspire you to grow more better, to become the better version of you. You don't have the meditation, you're not still enough, then you're not going to be able to grow, because you only listen to what people feed you with information. You are assuming it's right, but it's not. Okay, so it goes back to the basic rule. It's stillness. Stillness is work in you. That's why know yourself, know your enemy, know your ability, and know your surrounding. When you start to know yourself, you're understanding a lot about you as a human being. Okay, so you know what is it. So it all go back to everything you are talking about. They're all interlinked with everything you're doing. So it's like the yin and yang. They all go round and round a circle. If you do one thing right, everything will catch up and follow in with you. If you're doing wrong, then you keep tracing the tail all over and over, and you cannot find your destination because you haven't got one, because you don't know what the destination is. Yeah. So go back to the basic rule: know yourself and the stillness, and that will find the things that are helping you to grow as a better version of you.
Now, I know you said eating clean, putting the stuff into your body is important. What is your favorite meal?
Okay, favorite meal, we don't have the favorite meal, but you have to understand the basic rule you need to eat. Water, first thing in the morning, drink water. I eat like I eat more like called intermittent fasting. So I don't eat like I do intermittent fasting. So I eat 2 meals a day. Okay, and then I eat using more green than anything else. Okay, I keep away a lot, no alcohol, like sugar, milk, and flour stuff. Okay, try to keep away quite a lot of that. and then just stick with a more green possible. And then I do a lot of fasting as well, a bit and pieces like that. Fasting, that means I do 3-day fasting, 7-day fasting. I just done 7 days, so probably do the 21-day fasting as well. So that will helping you to cleanse your body. And because when you start to cleaning your body out, you start to receive things a lot more better, okay? And understand it a lot more better as you go through them. So it's more like into the mind, body, and spirit side. Okay, awesome. So it's not that say you have a favorite food. All we got to think about is sometimes you don't know that what you got to eat. You eat anything that you feel like to eat. Don't eat something that you're thinking like, oh, this is what you eat. Eat what you feel good, but your body will tell you, you know, your body will tell you what good and what not. And that's why I go back to the stillness. Stillness is listen to what your body do and know yourself, so your body will tell you what is their need. Instead of you're thinking what you need.
Yeah. And a lot of people aren't like that. They don't think that way. And because of all the crappy foods that are out there now, it's sad because that's what they're going to. And they say, and they give a lot of excuses. Oh, eating clean, eating healthy is expensive.
This is why I say to people all the time, excuse. It's just like the asshole. Everybody got one and it stinks. Yeah. So that's what you do. Every day you just give your excuse. And when happen, then you start to blame on certain thing. Okay. And this is the problem with people nowadays. But that's what is it? They don't understand the basic rule of the martial, the code of the martial arts side, learning about mind, body, and spirit. When you're understanding that, then become a lot more better for them because they're not being educated. Yeah, that's what we're here to helping them to understand.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's like a lot of people think, okay, oh, I want to get into martial arts. All right, cool. It's more than just fighting, kicking, and learning self-defense moves.
That's right.
You have to eat right. You have to change your whole mentality, the way that you think. Right. Like you said meditation, that helps. There's a lot of key aspects that play into being a martial artist, a true martial artist. Right. So I agree with that. Your favorite place to travel before COVID? What's your favorite place to travel to?
I went to Vietnam. That's where I come from. Vietnam. I do a lot of trip in Vietnam every year. Every year I do a trip in Vietnam to take people to my home. So where we come from, so they can see how beautiful they are. So they can understand it more to life than just in one place. So we get them to experience the culture, experience the people, experience all the things. So I do it in Vietnam. That's a place we go. A lot of places in Asia we do it in Vietnam. That's the main part we do it. Yes.
That's great. I never been to Vietnam. I want to go. Maybe I'll go.
You'll love it. When you go, you'll love it.
Yeah,
you'll love it.
I'm gonna have to contact you. I'm like, hey, I'm heading there. Meet me there.
Yeah.
So
definitely. And we do the trip every year on it. So next year we do one in September.
Okay.
It's the mind, body, and spirit trips. So it's about yoga, tai chi, and meditation. So it's about cleansing, because through this lockdown, so we do that kind of stuff to helping people to come back and to get their mind in the right place.
Awesome. Is that for all your students?
Not just for my student, but anybody, anybody around the world.
What advice can you give to the martial artists, especially our youth coming up into the karate or martial arts scene?
I think the best advice to learn is try to learn something you love. Okay, try to find something you love to do and practice that. So if you love karate, go to karate. If you love yoga, do yoga. If you love tai chi, do tai chi. Find something you love to do them. And then when you get something good, you try different things, like go eating, taste different food. Okay, so you know what you like, and then you decide what you want, and then stick with what you like. Because it's very difficult to tell people do this, do that, because then we force things to them. Instead of forcing to them, here the buffet, go and choose whatever you like and find something you like to do and go and do them, or go to eat them, and then you start to enjoy a bit more, that kind of stuff. So it's a lot more better. They like it more. They enjoy a bit more. Instead of like, you got to do this, you got to do that. No, just become the kid again, go and explore,
Good advice. Everyone, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to follow Master Wong, make sure you guys go down in the description below and follow the link to his Instagram. And also, I'll put his website down so you guys get more information about everything that he offers. Master Wong, I appreciate you being on Get to Know Me. Really do appreciate it. And yeah, thank you guys. If you guys want to follow him, like I said, go to the description below and make sure you guys follow him. Master Wong, thank you. I appreciate it. We'll definitely talk soon. Thank you.
No problem. You know, take care and have a skip safe. I'll see you soon. Out.